make sure that everything looks good and sounds good before we get started. I think everything is good. I think it's all Gucci. Gucci in the hood. It's... I don't want it too low. I want people to enjoy the music and my sweet sultry voice. Oh, that's right, there's new DLC. Now change the outward appearance of Clive and his allies, access the hideways. I don't want Clive to look different. I want it to look the same. So what are we doing? We got Jill. I think we're on our way to... I actually don't know where we're going. Oh, that's right. Before we get started on the main mission, we should probably do some of these quests. There's a quest here. Let's do some of these quests before we get started on the main quest side thing. Where am I going?
People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
Its fang is gone. The whole mother crystal gone. What are we gonna do?
Calm yourself. We don't know for sure.
That was easy.
My reputation will be ruined. Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
He's a spoiled little
Very
brat.
good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
He's a little spoiled little brat. What the hell?
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? No, no, no. That's just how his lordship is.
He needs a
The
beating.
morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen. Yes, I'm afraid it was.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough. Then I'll be on my way.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse. Of course, you shall have your audience.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went.
I did not, no. Though some discreet inquiries made on his lordship's behalf mean that I know where you might find them. The bandit's bed. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalamal is said to pass through that disreputable corner of the Valcroy.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence, and arrange for an audience upon your triumphant return.
That will be very kind of you.
That will be
Farewell.
very kind.
And best of luck.
Retrieve Ignac stolen items from the banditos. Let's do it. Where am I going? Am I over there? Wow. Wow, I still have to go over here too. Oh wait, it's in the same area. I want to go this way. All right, Jill, let's go. Jill and Torgal, hop, hop, hip hop. I don't know if I have to go through that. I don't have to go through it. Let's get my chocobo. Ambrosia. Let's do it.
Good girl.
Hello, hello, hello. Oh, Gallop. Here we go.
Faster.
Torgal. He can't ride a chocobo. Good night. Well, good evening. Oh. That's just the boys. Oh, nice. Torgal can't ride a chocobo, so he just has to pick up the pace. Good boy, Torg.
We've got company! Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off!
I have no idea who they're messing with. The innkeeper. I like this. Damn you. Nice. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We got all of the stuff back. Yay!
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged. All right. Let's get it back to Delamil.
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my effects. What shall I call you, my good man?
Wyvern. Glad to make your acquaintance.
That's not your name.
Formidable name indeed. Well, Wyvern, I appear to be in your debt. Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right, speak.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that sword. It was made in the Outer Isles, far beyond the Twins. and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship. They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike, and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
Talking about
How do they
stroking.
hide such
My
an edge?
goodness.
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000 more.
Wow, that's a lot.
But it is the final stone which lends the blade its legendary sharpness. A mineral quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And that is the key. The secret ingredient. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered. Take this, together with my regards. The very stone of which I spoke, far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself, and a far more fitting payment.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However, it is long past time we prepared ourselves to depart.
So it is.
So it
I'm
is.
locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel, but he is hard at my heels.
And there are many other collectors out there.
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis.
My uncle, or
Lord
his uncle.
Byron Rosfield, and is a perennial thorn in my side.
Uncle,
I can imagine.
he can relate.
Farewell, Wyvern, may our paths cross again. Radim, we mustn't dawdle.
It's his uncle. His monkey's the uncle.
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Thank you again for your assistance. Coming, my lordship. I'll be right there.
If only he knew.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?
Wait, let's see. Where am I going? You have a bone to pick with me. No, it's all the way over there. Okay. No. Let's go to Eastpool. Then we'll make our way over there. On Chocobo back.
Ambrosia won't help me here.
I'm sorry.
Fly, Ambrosia.
What the item? What did I do?
Right.
I ran into them. Wanted me to do that. Where am I going? Am I going the right way? Oh. We go this way now. Am I going the right way? This way.
Well, it's certainly quiet. If I were giant ant,
Oh, excuse me.
it seemed like just a place.
That was hecka rude.
I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal?
Come here. I'm trying to get them all close together. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Now. Will it be enough, I wonder?
Oh, that's right, we were feeding him. Oh, he's so happy. Jojo, good boy. Good boy, Togo. Good boy, Togo.
I say that answers my question. Which means we owe the lawsman our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy. You do know you can take that with you, Toggle. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back. Come on, boy.
Good boy, Torgo.
Toggle.
Chill. She's just chilling there. We'll finish up these quests first, and then we'll make our way to that area. Jill, you okay, Jill?
We need to find a way into Drake's tail. And we will. Together, this time.
Is that the thing Tomes helped with?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Clive, did you get my letter?
That's why I'm here.
Shh. Otto might be listening.
Is this better?
A little. Listen, I've some bad news. It turns out the hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders, and it may be my fault. But I swear to the goddess, I thought I had the numbers square. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle. Zero, you might say. I can straighten it out, I swear, but it's going to take some time, and I'm going to need help keeping it from Otto.
Bit late for that, I'd say.
There you are! What a surprise!
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. In the hope he'll dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan. Why? Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each. 5 million each.
Oh.
They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and, well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
Those ledgers were my responsibility. and it was my decision to entrust them to you. This is my fault.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're gonna make this work.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are.
A little something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure there will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, asses to wipe and all that.
I know.
Whose asses are you wiping?
Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
Really?
No. She's gonna
Do you
murder
think
him.
No, I don't.
I told you. She's gonna moida you. Use the hunt board to locate the bomb key.
It told me she was building a ship. I don't know where Sid gets the energy.
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off somewhere. Take him for a walk, did you?
You could say that.
So, Molly's leftovers weren't good enough, eh? That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup. All right, no need to shout. Now we know what you're after, I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
1? You brought 5.
You can, eh? I'm nice like that. In return, you can thank Tomes for me. The bloody know-it-all.
I was just on my way to see him.
There's also...
Sorry for the wait. But hopefully you'll agree it was worth it.
You learned something about that sword then?
I did better than that.
A whetstone?
Yes. But not one you'll find anywhere in Valisthea.
It's true. It's a special whetstone.
No wonder I couldn't get the same finish on the grinding wheel. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever fought were duels. Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how good you were.
Even so, is there some way it could be used to give the curse breakers an edge?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade that rattled me. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire piece. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil.
But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine, now that's something to consider. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard-wearing, for that matter. Just imagine it. Good Valisthian steel with an edge as sharp as any found in the Outer Isles. I won't make a copy now. I'll make something much better.
Good.
I'm sure the curse breakers will be delighted. Just don't push yourself too hard.
Don't you worry about me, sunshine. I've been working day and night since I was half your age, and I'll still be here when you're long gone. Hey, thanks, Clive. I mean it. I owe you one, August too. It's good to know someone's looking out for me.
He'll be happy to hear you said that.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I make's got your name on it. You come and find me when you've got the materials.
All right. I will.
Quest complete. Good job, Clive. Good job. Did I level up? No. Excalibur? Excalibur. Excalibur.
Back, are ya? What do you want?
What do I need for Excalibur? Grimalkin hide and bomb ember.
And?
Sorry. This is Bomb King.
Ah, Clive. Were you able to locate your quarry?
We were indeed, Lawsman. You pointed us in exactly the right direction. And Torgal's been a very happy hound ever since.
Very good, very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way, for your part in solving the mystery.
Ah. But that reminds me. After your last visit, I found myself pondering Torgal's talents. Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal's transformation?
About how she somehow woke the power within him.
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought, but one which raised certain questions in my mind. You see, the Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone. And while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature to those you described Torgal as having used.
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one icon's power. Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Cid. In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, have been diverse and plenty, and that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to your sword. One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected Torgal.
He has seemed more fierce of late.
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies and not our adversaries.
He's family.
Oh, he's more than an ally. He's a friend.
He's familia. Boop, boop. Use the hub board to locate. I thought he did that already, but I'll do it again just to be on the safe side.
I don't know where Cid gets the energy.
That's because he's not a normal person.
Nid told me she was building a ship.
Where's the other one? I have to go to. Okay, well, let's go here. I thought I was supposed to. I thought I was supposed to talk to Martha, give her her item.
Clive, we weren't expecting you.
I wasn't expecting to be here, but it seems we still owe you a considerable amount of coin for your help with our rebuilding efforts. And though I doubt it's what you were expecting, we were hoping you'd take this as payment.
Stop.
A star, Ruby? I can't accept this. It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right buyer.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me again. Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected Otto. Bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it? The old goat working himself to death again?
Something like that. Most days I think he's the only reason the hideaway's still standing.
Same as always, eh? Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander, word is he was the first one Sid reached out to. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would never get off the ground.
Makes
Sid
sense.
may have been the face of the hideaway, but Otto's always been the backbone. And when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it. That Otto would just give up.
His death was hard on everyone. But it must have hit Otto hardest of all.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. If I recall, he was the one who nominated you as Sid's replacement, and rallied the rest around you. I reckon what he saw in Sid, he saw in you too. And don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're half as stubborn and twice as handsome, neither. That, and you keep good company.
I suppose I do.
Easy peasy. Oh, I have to go to Isabel. Where the heck is Isabel? Oh, Isabel. Oh. She's the dame. The dame.
There's talk. How the hell is anyone supposed to...
Did you hear?
The gate's dead.
I want to see you.
What am I going to do without Sweetwater and oil of talc?
Milady, I come bearing gifts.
Gifts? Whatever is the occasion. Oh my. Clive, you really have outdone yourself.
Otto asked me to give it to you. To settle the hideaway's debt with the veil. And to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
You disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might finally be warming to me.
His eyes are on someone else.
Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much the first time around. The man owes me nothing, nor does the hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
It is rather fetching, isn't it? Very well. Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
News to me.
Long ago. Yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done, but it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
No one did. He never said anything.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
I'm beginning to see that.
Bye.
Go will want to know the stones were delivered. If he's still with us.
Oh, Karen hasn't killed him. I'm supposed to go here. Make my way down this way, right? Yeah, I can see it. Hopefully I can get there now. They got it. They can handle it. They don't need me to do anything. What's going on there? Alright, I am going the right way. Is it over here? Perfect. I missed it, damn it. I got too excited because I see an empty house, but I don't think you can go inside, right? I didn't think so. Just a random empty house here, that's so... Right here? Knock, knock. Are you here? Is it dead? It was sleeping. It was just sleeping.
Look what we have here. Greetings, Your Majesty.
just realized it doesn't have. Whoa.
Glad you're here.
What about the others? Did they disappear? Oh, okay, good. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I'm glad I have Joe here to help.
Your reign is over. Now to collect the ash. This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more. That should do it. If a wine needs more than this, he can fetch it himself.
Clive, you're supposed to help the people. Oh my goodness.
Is that the thing Tomes helped about?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Oh, he is still alive. Good for him.
Goat. Still alive, I see. So Lady Karen accepted the ruby.
Ah, about that. I tried my best, but she was just too stubborn to take it. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stone where the sun don't shine.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
No.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever. Let me see what I can do.
Oh, wonderful. I hope you have better luck than I did.
No one wants to accept payment. That's just it. I didn't know there was a treasure chest down there. What's down there? I like how chipper the music is in the hideaway.
Sid gets the energy.
Lady Karen, Goad tells me you weren't happy with our offer. Would you prefer the debt was repaid in coin?
What debt?
I don't recall lending any of you lot me hard-earned gil. I may have tossed a talent or two in the Hideaway's coffers, but those were donations, and you can hardly call it charity if you go asking for it back.
Of course not. But one good turn deserves another. And our circumstances have changed. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now, are you?
Technically, yeah.
Fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like it or not.
Deal.
Where'd you even get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much. Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. A fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her that it's always a pleasure doing business.
Is it? Who is it?
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stones. Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which, I still haven't been paid last month's wages.
And you don't deserve it.
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are square.
Right away.
Want to get paid for a job that you didn't do.
I've seen that before.
Make it make sense.
Yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the filthy sod couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
I bet they do.
How long did you know Sid before he...
Before he died.
20 years?
Summers, give or take. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship, which is where I met him. He bought passage to... I forget where. But having nothing better to do on the long nights, we set up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that, on account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close, promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was before fate stepped in and said she was having none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day, and there was no hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your family have...
My family were the ones who summoned the constable, wanted the monster taken away. I couldn't turn my back on him, forget what I felt, and I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, Sid was of the same mind as me. It was him who stood beside me when all I wanted was to tear the whole world down. Him who cried for me when I had no tears left of my own. Him who swore he'd do everything he could to stop it from happening again. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, his ribbons, gone. Just like that. Threw away everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one else had the courage to face.
He was a good man.
I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth.
Sid was a good man. I'm sad that he... The 4 or 5 of them.
He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed
Daddy said.
was right.
I'd follow him to the end of the world,
And
too.
that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall.
Daddy said. I miss Daddy said.
But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man.
An old man who misses his friend.
Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
Why are you reading his
I may be
letter?
drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
What about it?
Did you read it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went.
Otto.
But then, why would he? Him or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off.
Poor Otto. They were BFFs.
You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction, and I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
One, two, three.
Would you rather go at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But
This'll do me just fine.
Nope. I don't want his nasty, dirty cup. Nope. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, look at him. He's looking at it like it's...
For the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
already have.
No, thank you. Ooh. Ooh. That nasty, dirty cup. Sid's goblet displayed in Clive's chamber. What haven't said that before? That's what he's in. Yeah. Oh, that's right. He's in the lab.
All right there, Sid? How's that hunt for the bomb ash going?
I have it here.
That's the stuff. And plenty of it, too. Enough to keep the alembic bubbling away for a good old while. You're a gent, Sid. Let nothing say otherwise. Right then, let's get this contraption up and running.
Sometime later.
There we have it. The Telemon Alembic. And it works just like the chief said it would.
Very impressive.
Says the man who cut down a burning boulder. Speaking of which, I still haven't returned the favor.
There's no need. The good it will do for the hideaway is reward enough.
Don't be silly. Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours? The one you keep your potions in.
Oh.
Reckon I could work some magic on that.
He wants me to work his magic on my pouch.
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our test run of the alembic that I reckon will make even the toughest leather supple as anything. Thought we might use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like. Save the hideaway a few gil. But I reckon if we slap a bit on your bag, it'll loosen it up enough for you to squeeze in a bottle or two more.
Well, it can't hurt to try, I suppose.
That's the spirit. Leave it with me. I'll only be a mo.
He wants to play with my pouch, my bag, my package.
Well, what you reckon?
It certainly feels more flexible.
Right? Told you.
Thank you. I think.
No. Thank you for supporting Mid and the rest of us in our endeavors. Without you, we'd never have been able to discover wonders like that stuff I rubbed on your bag. And I'm telling you, there's plenty more where that came from.
Why are you being so seductive about it? Jesus. Ooh. Creeper. Necessary for increasing consumable. Let me rub this on your package. You've obtained a treated potion satchel, hereby increasing your capacity for carrying consumables. Nice. Thank you for that. That actually is quite helpful. I want to go see Karen, see if I can stock up on stuff. Oh, let's see if I can upgrade my weapon first.
Clive. So, what'll it be?
I need a gimbal kid. Electro. Gelatinous.
And?
Oh, I wonder if I should. No, I gotta do storyline stuff.
Well, don't just stand there gawping. If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that.
To the mire.
Is that all?
You're robbing me, but Karen, I'm buying stuff from you. Oh, we still have to go here too. Huh. Alright. On our way this way.
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars, till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
How are you supposed to get down there? Oh, it's blocked off, that's why. Inaccessible. Biggs and Wedge.
So what do you think?
That we'd be...
Really? It's as bad as that?
Oh, aye. There's trouble up ahead. And too much of it for us to handle.
I take it there's danger on the road.
Oh, what about this fearsome-looking fellow? You think he'd be equal to the task?
Are you hitting on me?
No doubt. Assuming he's willing to hear us out.
It's a trap. It's a trap, Clive.
Well met, friend. My brother and I have been tasked with finding a merchant's missing cart. You seen it by any chance?
How does a merchant misplace his cart?
Good question.
Oh, the man's a coward. When he thought goblins might come a-snarling, he ran, leaving his livelihood abandoned in the pass.
He sent the two of us to fetch it, but it's gone. Now, I'm not much of a thinker, but I know the work of thieves when I see it.
My brother's right on all accounts. And by my estimation, the bastards are lying in wait just down the road.
We may have seen our share of action, true, but we've not got the skill in arms to boldly brave an ambush.
You, however, have the look of a man who needn't fear a band of backwater ruffians. What do you say? Will you help us out? Chances are they'll come for you either way. But if you promise to lend us a hand, at least you'll pocket a reward for your troubles.
I suppose.
Well, if I'm going to have to deal with them anyway.
You've clearly got a fine head on those broad shoulders.
We're lucky you came along. Now, hoping to make a heavy purse in Bocklad, our merchant friend loaded his cart with as much as it would carry. Reckon he won't be forking over the rest of our fee if we don't find those goods. So, while you're seeing to those bandits, you keep your eyes open.
All right. Just don't expect me to drag the cart out of there myself.
I'm sleepy.
Nope.
Tired.
You can leave the cart to us. You just put an end to those bandits and point us in the right direction. You do that, we'll take care of the rest.
These two seem very shady. I'm just pointing that out. Super shady.
I'm not sure I trust those two. But if there are bandits lying in wait, I should probably take...
Look lively, you lot. We've got guests.
These must be our bandits. That's them dealt with. Now, where's that cart?
Oh, too bad I can't explore.
Getting all of this out of here will be a nightmare.
Not my problem.
Seems we found ourselves the right man for the job, wouldn't you say?
Found the cart and didn't leave a single bastard breathing. Our merchant friend will be delighted.
And how exactly will he be getting his goods out of here?
You leave that to us. After all, it'd be wrong to make such a fine warrior haul cabbages to market.
You've done your part. And that's all you need to worry about. Here. It's been a pleasure. Now piss off.
There's no need to be so rude, brother. What if we want his help again next time?
I knew they were shady. Shade people. Alright, let's go.
I see the Dalmex lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold, at least.
The path continues on the other side.
I can't go down there? That'd be cool. Where am I supposed to go, though? Down there, I take it. And I can't go down there. At least not yet. Maybe eventually I'll be able to go down there. What? Ooh. Oh. Whoa. The final sin.
So this is Zemeckis.
The land of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined. I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. The final battle took place here, at these falls.
Wow, that's huge.
So the legend goes.
Huge.
If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him 2 curses.
Dominance in bearers.
Mm-hmm.
To tell the truth, I always thought it strange that the dominant and their icons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
Your education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
He still is.
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
We're not far from Boklad. The road will be busier up ahead.
And we'll have to keep our wits about us. Clive? Something wrong?
It's nothing.
Nothing. It's nothing.
They always say that. Just say what's bothering you. Why don't people do that? Meanwhile, where is this? The Imperial Court.
I see the reports are true, Father. You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
I have. Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sanbreque.
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it, and I can think of none better suited to the task. There is other news, Dion. Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in Storm. And then Valisthea. All shall bow before their Emperor.
Father, these are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god.
They're all gonna die. Except Dion.
The Emperor whom I gladly serve. Great Greeker, made flesh. Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces. It is time to show the world the true power of Sanbreque.
Father. I find you much changed. Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
Joshua told him that's right.
What nonsense is this? I speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths regarding the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
You would trust the words of this traitress? She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sanbreque, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your Emperor in the wars to come.
The canker!
Silence! Insolent!
Kill her! Kill her! She deserves to die. I hope she dies. She dies in a
You will bend
magnificent way.
All else is heresy.
Sire, forgive me.
This audience is over. Come, your Radiance. The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring. I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
Those flowers.
Does it pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
I have suffered worse.
I wonder if those flowers are like poison or something.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
What do you know of my blood?
God, I want to kill her so bad. She deserves it too. She deserves to be punished. Maybe she'll... I have a feeling they're gonna...
Markets are to the north. We just need to hug the coast.
They're gonna, like, imprison her for something. I don't think she's gonna die. What's over the yawn? Oh, nothing. Nothing there. Ooh.
Infiltrating the Dominion won't be easy with the Imperials on high alert.
No. His Radiance has lost one capital already. We can be sure Sylvester will do everything in his power to hold on to Twinside. His troops are well trained and increasingly battle-hardened. But it's not as if we can wait for the siege to end. refugees.
And they're all making for the crystalline dominion.
Because they don't know how to live without the crystal's blessing.
We're gonna go fuck shit up over there.
There are no crystals here.
This is where we're supposed to meet Goots, isn't it?
That's right. He said he'd wait for us here after replenishing his supplies. I dare say he'll have finished by now.
Hurry, man. I must leave for the Dominion. Bloody crimson coconuts.
There's still a crystal here. The wheel and crescent. Oh, okay.
Rivals had brought any coin with them, we'd be rich.
I hear the brothers found another victim.
I knew it!
What's that? The third this month?
Excuse me.
A soldier like yourself could do with hearing this. If ever you see a couple of brothers up in Lateney's Cleft, you just pass them right on by.
And why's that?
Because they're duplicitous bastards who make cutthroats and footpads look like upstanding citizens by comparison. What they do is befriend a passing merchant, someone new to the area, and steer them straight into the arms of bandits.
I knew it.
The merchant dead and his murderers busy bickering over the poor bastard's wares. The brothers set to sweet-talking some other unsuspecting fool, a warrior. Now, the brave soul charges into the footpad's den thinking he's doing the realm a favour, and when he's done, the brothers sweep in and loot the bandits and dead merchant both.
Yeah, there's a lazy sort of cunning to it, I suppose. You'd think they'd run out of bandits eventually.
So close to Bogclad? Not bloody likely.
I suppose you're right. Anyway, if you run into them, you steer clear. Or better yet, give them a damn good hiding.
I really wish I had. Thanks for the warning.
I knew that they were bad. Bad news. Well, we all did.
I wish to engage the Crimson Caravan services. Where's the proprietor?
Oh, I was wondering where the damn obelisk was. I guess I just missed it.
What are you looking for?
Enhancer? No. Betrayal?
A fine choice. May Gilbert smile upon you.
Who the hell is Gilbert?
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
Nasty. Let me, my lord. You won't regret it.
Peaches and pears.
Oh.
Wonders from across the water. Come one, come all. Feast your eyes. Good sir, can I interest you in...
How much? For a measly crust of bread?
You won't find any cheaper. Not nowadays. But you're more than welcome to look.
The Empire's unlawful and illegitimate occupation of the crystalline dominion is still in effect.
Only those whose business in Twinside has been officially approved by the Republican Army will be permitted to cross the border. All who seek entry are to form a line and ready their documents for inspection.
Looks like we aren't the only ones who are eager to leave.
And they're checking everyone.
Can't you make an
Not for the likes of you.
We won't get through without that pass. Let's go and find Good, shall we?
I have a feeling he has a pass for them. He already took care of it.
He must be around here somewhere.
Find Goots. No Goots. Where is you?
Come taste my peaches.
I'll take the large
I don't want to taste your peach.
Ah, Good. There you are.
Clive, I'm so sorry. Don't tell Nan, will you?
Slow down, Good. Just tell us what happened.
It's me trader's pass. It's gone. We cannot ride the caravan without it. We won't even be able to get through the flipping checkpoint.
Do you remember when you last saw it?
It was in my pocket a minute ago. Then a bairn bumped into me and... Yeah. You don't think that they might have nicked it, do you?
It wouldn't surprise me. A busy market like this
Such
is
a-
prime territory for pickpockets.
Like a
So,
simple
to get the pass back, we need to
child.
find this child. Where would we even start?
I know where. I've got a pal in Bocklad who might be able to help us. No one knows more about what goes on round here than she does.
Where do we find her?
She's the owner of the Crimson Caravans, up that way. Sign's got a red chocobo on it.
He's like a child.
No time like the present.
You two go on ahead. I'm gonna check the rest of my stuff, make sure naught else is missing.
All right. We'll meet you there.
Let's keep an eye out for this red chocobo then.
And the other on our purses.
Next to the checkpoint.
It was you, wasn't it?
Looking to hire a coach? It's 10 million for a two-birder to the Crystalline Dominion. Take it or leave it.
Oh, we're not here for that.
Then I bid you good day.
Oh, wait! Don't go, El. He's me mate.
As I live and breathe. Goots, what are you doing back in Bocklad? I gather Lady Karen didn't send you.
In a roundabout way, she did.
So what trouble have you got yourself into this time?
It's me trader's pass. It got stolen. By a little bairn.
Of all the... You're the size of a marble. Honestly. Ugh.
Goots told us that you know the markets well. Might you have an idea which little bairn could have done this?
We don't intend to punish them. We just need our pass back. Then, we can be on our way.
I see. So neither of you has a trader's pass either. Not that anyone would take you for traders, but I suppose that's why you came to me, correct?
You'd be correct.
Now, I can't say for sure who took your pass, but I suspect I know why they did it. Let me explain. Ever since the Fist marched on the Dominion, the Republic has been clamping down on any commerce that might aid the Empire more than it does us. Which means traders' passes have gone from being merely a way of easing one's progress to being essential if one wishes to cross the border at all. And with demand outstripping supply, they've become a precious commodity. leading some to seek to acquire them by less than legitimate means.
So the children are stealing passes to sell on the black market?
Yes and no. Passes are inscribed with the names of their owners, and yet none of the victims' names have appeared on the register of those passing through the checkpoint.
Which means?
That someone is doctoring the stolen passes. The same someone who is encouraging the children to steal them. And the same someone who has Goots' pass, no doubt. Whoever they are, they're ruining the livelihoods of honest merchants, which is why we've decided to take a stand. Will you stand with us? You want to get your pass back, and we want to ensure that no more are stolen. Catch whoever's behind it all, and 2 birds shall be slain with a single stone.
Is there any other way of getting to the Crystalline Dominion Goods?
They won't let you in if you're not with the caravan. It's that, I don't know, try swimming across the strait. But the guards will definitely spot you if you try and do that. Like, we don't want to get spotted, right?
So either we find the people who took the pass, or give up all hope of entering the Dominion.
All right. We'll help.
Thank you kindly. But I don't know your name. Eloise at your service.
Clive.
Clive. You didn't,
A pleasure doing business with you, Clive.
you didn't give her Sid's name. Does she know Sid? Sure she does. If she knows Lady Karen. Crimson Collar.
The proprietor of the furniture makers by the coach stop is spearheading the search. Wear that, and he will know you for a friend. I suggest that you speak with him first.
The furniture makers. Understood.
Damn it.
Out of my sight, wretch!
Come on, come on!
Jug of snake spit for the road?
No.
Are you the furniture maker?
Looking for something in particular? Ah, Eloise collared you too, eh? Then I expect you want to know more.
She told me you were leading the hunt for the pickpockets. What have you learned?
For one, that they're targeting the traders carrying the biggest packs. Harder to watch your back, see? And less chance of the mark giving chase if they're spotted. Not that they'd be likely to catch them. Those imps know every inch of this warren like the backs of their hands.
Their eyes must have lit up when they saw Goots.
The fishmonger round by the gate's been trying to track down the children involved. You should go and have a word with her.
Thank you. We will.
Taste my peaches!
No, no, no.
You should come with me to the Dominion. Life.
Fish for sale! Fresh sorted and smoked! Can I interest you? Ah, sorry. Message from Eloise, is it?
She's asked me to help her. To help you find the pickpockets.
Is that so? Suppose I better tell you what I know then. For one, this isn't a family operation. All the traders say the children who stole their passes were dirty, dressed in rags. Street urchins, by the sound of it. We get a lot around here.
Orphans from the wars.
A few, perhaps. You saw the refugees gathered by the entranceway? They're all looking for a new start in the Dominion and beyond. Some of them take it as an opportunity to rid themselves of unwanted baggage.
Children.
The shame of it.
Whoever's behind this would have to have made themselves known to the children at some point.
And so should we.
You should start with the children around here, then. I doubt they're the ones involved, but they might have heard something.
It's worth a try.
All right then. Questioning children. How hard can that be?
You should come with me to the Dominion. Life will be different there.
Come, taste my peaches. They're sweet as nectar.
Excuse me. Do you mind if I ask you something?
Can't stop you.
I was just wondering if anyone has asked you to do anything out of the ordinary recently.
Anything you grown-ups ever ask us to do is shut up and go away.
Damn straight.
So guess what I'm about to tell you to do?
Sorry. I'll leave you alone.
Fucking child, Jesus.
Come, taste my peaches. They're sweet.
That's it. No más.
Finest earthenware from the free cities.
Do you have a moment?
What do you want?
What I want is to know who's asking children like you to pick pockets.
I don't know. Nobody's asked me. What's picking pockets? Do you get paid for it?
No, you get in trouble for it. So if they come calling, you know what to tell them.
The caravan stops next to the checkpoint. Jacob's snakes.
Excuse me?
What do you want? I don't have any money.
It's all right. We're not going to hurt you. We just want to talk.
What about?
We've heard that some very bad people are making children like you steal from travelers. We need to know who's behind it so we can stop them.
I don't know much about it, really. But my friend, Honza, he said he got a job doing something dangerous.
Sounds promising.
We need to find him and ask.
Do you know where your friend might be?
He's usually by the tents outside town.
Thank you. You've been very helpful.
You should pay these children for helping you.
Come on,
Let them know that doing the right thing is rewarding.
Peaches and pears.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap. Water for hire.
That's that then.
She must have meant the refugee camp.
Let's hope he's still nearby.
Daddy.
That big fat donkey was easy pickings. He wouldn't have noticed if we'd robbed his boots off him.
Yeah. Wish we hadn't handed over the pass, though. Could use one of those things to get out of this dump.
Chance would be a fine thing. The moment they found out, they'd string us up by our guts.
Would they now? Perhaps you'd like to introduce us to these charming characters.
Shit, we're in trouble now.
What do we do?
You two get caught if you want. I'm off.
Hunter, where are you going?
So that was Hunter, eh? Jill, you watch these two. I'm going after him.
All right.
Let's go and teach this child a lesson.
He can't have gone far. I need to find him before his employers do. Did you see a boy run past? He stole something from a friend of mine.
There was a boy ran back there towards the chocobo pen, but...
But...
Thank you.
But... There was a but. What about the but?
Oh, shit. Cornered.
It's all right, Hunter. I'm not going to hurt you. I just want to ask you some questions.
Fine. Not like I've got a choice.
I'm looking for the people who are making you steal for them. Who are they?
Call themselves the Carstones. They said they'd give me good gill if I did what they told me. I knew they were bad, but bread doesn't come for free. Didn't come at all half the time, before I started buzzing for them.
You know, if I didn't do it, they'd just pick on someone else. Someone they could push around easier.
Honza.
You found him then?
Jill. Where are the other two?
Eloise is watching over them. She sent Goots and I to look for you.
You're... him!
I haven't got your pass anymore, if that's what you're after. I gave it to the Carstones. Whatever you do to me, I can't get it back. Not that I go against them anyway. If it weren't for their guild, me and my mates would have starved.
Cowards. You will not force another child to do your bidding.
Wait, we're not...
Don't hurt him!
Who are you?
You're making a mistake. We're on the same side.
Like hell we are. That brooch. Where did you get it?
Master Theo?
Goots. What are you doing with these people? Unless you're the ones my sister was talking about.
Your sister? He's kind of cute. He's a little cutie. Who is your sister, though?
Eloise didn't tell us she had a brother.
Oh.
And why would she? I'm just her back and a blade. Theodore, at your service. Sorry about before.
Theodore, what do you know of the cast stones?
Vultures who have made Boklad their hunting ground. They prey on the desperate, stealing from those with gil and bullying those without it into joining their flock. I'd been looking into their activities in hope of sparing the refugees any further hardship. But it seems they've already stooped even lower than I'd feared. Honza's a good lad. Don't blame him for what they've made him do. If he and his friends hadn't agreed to work for the stones, some other poor souls would have. On pain of death, most likely. Clive, was it? And my sisters asked you to help put an end to the pickpocketing. Then we all want the
Trying
same
to, at
thing.
least. Trying to, at least. I don't know if we can end it, but we can certainly try. Speak with Theodore. Literally, I didn't have to do anything.
So, what's the plan?
What else? We find the cast stones and we crush them. You get your trader's pass back, and I make Boklad a safe place again.
All right then.
All right then.
All right then.
Honza, where are they camped? Don't worry. They'll never know you told us.
Couldn't if I wanted to. They always come to town to collect the passes. Meet us outside the gate. I tried following them once, but they spotted me halfway down the trail. Said they'd string me up.
We'll try it this time. Which way were they going?
Back down the road towards Leitney's Cleft.
To Leitney's Cleft, then.
Bled from stone. Are you gonna follow me, Theo?
Leitney's Cleft is to the south, past the camp.
Oh.
No, you better not have scared any of my brothers.
Yeah, I do. I have a guest character now. Yay!
That's that then.
Daddy!
There are no crystals here.
Daddy? I'm not your daddy. Is that them? Or is it the... Oh no, it's not the brothers.
That's the one who's been
Yep, and I'm gonna cut it off. Cut off your noses. That's just really funny to me. Oh, even more. They just look shady. Why don't they just make them not look so shady?
Soldiers.
Fewer now.
Is this the camp?
Not a bad haul today, eh?
Aye. Some of our new recruits are natural-born ne'er-do-wells.
Especially the little ones. That Hans has got nimble fingers, all right.
It will be a shame when they chop them off. But till then, let's make the most of it.
Scum. The leaders of the cast stones, I take it.
They don't deserve any mercy, Clive.
I like it.
I wasn't planning on showing them any.
We're ready when you are, Theodore.
Oh, I'm ready.
Knock knock, motherfuckers.
That guard from Falkland! Kill him! Kill them all!
Enemies slain. Good job. Good job, Clive. Good job, everyone. Y'all did good. Are they dead? Did I kill them all? Wow, that's a lot of stuff.
And they say crime doesn't pay.
They paid with their
Gold
lives.
Chains, rings, purses. And traders' passes.
Doesn't.
Dozens of them.
Have the names been changed?
Not yet. I recognize some of them. No doubt Goots's is somewhere among them. Now I just need to sort through it all and return everything to the people it was taken from.
We should go and give Eloise the good news. Can we leave things here in your hands, Theodore?
Of course. Oh, and, be sure to tell her of the part I played, won't you?
We'll be glad to.
We'd be happy to. I could probably just fast travel. Clive. Why are you so angry, Clive? Such an angry child he is, Jesus. We won, Eloise.
Ah, Clive. How goes the hunt? My brother isn't getting in your way, I trust?
No.
Quite the opposite.
He was very helpful. Oh, goodness. No.
So it was the cast stones who were behind it all. Theo told me he'd been on their trail. And their demise solves 3 problems at a stroke. That of the pickpockets, the bandits pulling their strings, and the passes they were stealing. I only hope yours is among the items you recovered. Only time and Theo's return will tell. Speaking of whom, welcome home, dear brother.
You are too kind, Eloise. Here, Clive. Goots's pass. Ask him to keep a closer eye on it from now on, would you?
I will. Thank you.
Elle, I've asked our boys to carry the rest of the goods back. Can I count on your help in sorting through it all?
Of course. I'll make some space in the storeroom. I expect you'll soon be on your way then. But it wouldn't do to leave without introducing yourself properly. Would it now? Sid. Don't look so shocked. We're on the same side.
I don't understand.
As you now know all too well, we at the Crimson Caravans are always happy to help those in need.
She knew.
For a small fee, we will move anything that needs moving. Be that goods to market, or bearers away from it.
I was the first my sister helped escape. If it wasn't for her, I'd have been branded as a boy.
Oh.
I had no idea.
It just so happens that we are seeking to expand our operation. And who better to join forces with than the leader in the field? Wouldn't you agree, Theo?
I would. It seems our purpose is the same in more ways than one. So what would you say to working together again?
It would be our pleasure.
And our honor.
The honor is ours.
Here, Clive. This is for you.
What is it?
Elle has friends in high places, while I have associates in, lower ones. That mark is proof that you're a friend to us both.
Collar and compass, nice.
I shall bear it with pride.
Well, all that remains is to wish you a safe onward journey. Goots's pass should secure you a place on the caravan, but if you encounter any difficulties, we would be delighted to provide you with a coach of our own. For a discounted price, of course. Say, 9 million?
We'll try the caravan.
We don't have that kind of money. That kind of gills. Crazy people. Crazy, crazy people.
Right then. Let's get this back to Goots.
And then it's on to the Dominion.
Let me carry your goods. Pardon me, but would you happen to be a fighter? that well-notched steel and impressive physique. I have need of a sword for hire, and yours looks to be a weapon well worth the coin.
Are you
Might
hitting
you be
on me, sir?
convinced to offer me the use of those formidable arms?
How exactly do you intend to use them?
Well, being something of a scholar of Zemeckis history, I wish to investigate the ruins near the city. And I require a rugged companion, lest I find myself waylaid by ne'er-do-wells or the beasts sent to roam the area.
I think he is hitting on Clive.
You will not only earn yourself material wealth, but partake of the true treasure that awaits us there. The rich and storied history of Zemeckis. Well, were you ever party to a finer proposition?
Might as well.
My arms are yours.
Wonderful. Then come. We must away.
But where are we going?
Along the old Zemeckis Road, and from there, onward to discovery. Quickly! There is not a moment to lose.
Wait. Good luck with your ne'er-do-wells.
He just dipped out. He's like, pieces, deuce. I'm out.
I better make sure he doesn't get himself killed.
Porter for hire. Best service at the...
I see you've been of some assistance to Eloise. Perhaps you can extend me the same kindness?
Do I have to?
Perhaps. What would I be doing?
Finding someone. You see, I've been having trouble with thieves, and despite the many pains I've taken, I can't stop them from rummaging through my packs. I was griping about my lot to a friend of mine a few days back, and he offered to track the culprits down. Now, Joseph's a sellsword, and a good one at that. But he's been gone days, and I'm beginning to fear the worst.
Why not?
Any idea where his search for the thieves might have taken him?
The old Zemeckis Road, perhaps? He doubted they would be fool enough to linger here in Boklad. Joseph's lived a hard life. Made him grey long before his time. I just pray he hasn't been killed over a few sacks of grain.
I can't imagine there are too many grey-haired sellswords around. Hopefully someone will have seen him.
Any more quests? Oh yeah. Wow, there's a lot of quests over here.
Hurry, man. I must leave for the...
Bloody cruise and caravans.
If I knew around.
Now I just need to see about getting... I want to know right away.
Bad news.
Good, actually. Something worth celebrating for a change. Only trouble is, the serving girl's still new to the job, so I can't leave her while I go and invite those I'd like to celebrate with.
What exactly are you celebrating, if you don't mind me asking?
I've come by a particularly fine bottle of red. A Gotan 66, no less. Gotan Rouge is the only good thing to have ever come out of the Empire, and most wouldn't part with a 66 if you held a knife to their throats.
So I've heard.
Oh, so you know of it then? Clearly you're a gentleman of taste. A gentleman who might sympathize with my predicament, perhaps? Would you pass the good news to a few friends of mine? I'll give you a little something for your time, of course.
I guess so.
Sounds simple enough.
So you'll do it? Marvelous. Thank you. You won't need to go far. All three of them should be right here in the market. There's Aldrich the porter, Milan the butcher, and Bolek, a guard over at the north gate. Three of the finest fellows in Boklad, if you ask me. Tell them to come to the tavern when they've finished for the day. Stop by again when you let them know, and I'll give you your little something.
I'll be right back.
I can't with this game. This game has so much going on for it. But I think before we do Ellie's quest, I think it's time to end the stream because it's getting late. Actually, before that, let's see. Can I upgrade any of my abilities? Ignition. Will o' the Wicks. Limit break. What's this? Magic burst. Stop. Burning blade. Down thrust. Galuda. Now we'll save it. That'll be it. License up. Because it's late. I'm gonna try to keep my streams at around 2 hours so that if people want to watch them later, it doesn't take forever to watch them. Because trust me, I can stream all day if I wanted to, but I don't want to do that to y'all. So, bye.